Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, there's a WWE star who went by the name Bray Wyatt, and he just passed away today. I just saw this news on Twitter/X, whatever you want to call it, and it shocked me because I didn't think it was real for a second. I'm like, wait, hold up a second. And to be honest, a lot doesn't shock me these days because there's so much wild stuff that happens. But at the same time, that just hit because I was a WWE fan, okay, a super fan at one point. My YouTube channel, you scroll down on my YouTube channel, you'll see all the WWE videos I made. Not all of them, because some of them got taken down or I deleted them, but a lot of them are still there. I was a fan of Bray Wyatt at one point. He was supposed to take the Undertaker's place in my mind. You know, I expected him to be the next Undertaker. And yeah, I was a fan of Bray Wyatt. You know, he had all the potential in the world, and he was a very creative mind. And he created the character The Fiend in the last 5 or so years, which was really popular. And he just kind of recently, he came back and returned to WWE because he had been fired, and he came back and he wasn't really used much when he came back. So it's like he hasn't even been on TV in a while. So it's kind of like his career ended in a very unfinished way, and now he can never finish his career, even though he has a long list of very good matches and a very creative streak that he was on, and a memorable career. It's unfinished. There could have been more. There was so much more that could have been done. They could have used him more. They could have, that's the worst part about it, is that he had so much left. There was so much left he could have done. And that's the worst part about deaths, especially at younger ages, is that there is a lot of potential left in the tank. When that potential is left in the tank, that potential can never be tapped into again when somebody is deceased. So apparently he was battling some health issues, which I knew about. Because I had seen it in the news a while back as to why he's been away from the ring, but they were never really disclosed as to what the issues were. I didn't know what the issues were. So maybe we'll find out in the coming days or weeks. But this just goes to show how just fragile and short life can be. Like, what do you even say about this, you know? Like, this is the second member of his he's the second member of the faction he was a part of, the Wyatt family, to pass away. The other one was Luke Harper, or Brody Lee. And he passed away back in 2021, I believe. Either 2020 or 2021. I think it might have been 21. He passed away at that time, so he's the second member of this faction to pass away. The only other two remaining members of the faction are Eric Rowan and Braun Strowman. And Eric Rowan is in AEW. Braun Strowman is back in WWE, but Braun Strowman really, he kind of came into the faction later. But that's besides the point. They're the only two left from the faction. Like, that's half the faction is gone. And they're young guys. Like, they weren't old, they weren't elderly. And it's just really that's a piece of my adolescence right there. You know, there's some core memories that I remember from that time period. And it's just so sad when things end like that, because there was so much left in the tank. That's the worst part about it. There was so much left in the tank. And when there's stuff left in the tank, it just hits. It hits differently. It hits differently. So rest in peace to Bray Wyatt. I just had to make a video because, you know, I keep up with WWE here and there, you know, when I can, but I don't really actively watch it like I used to. But when I do, I keep up with stuff, and this is just, I had to make a video about this. So yeah, rest in peace, Bray Wyatt.